Energy to power a city is just turning on, and it's no surprise that the source is right here in West Texas.
But it's the type of energy that makes the project unique. With strong gusts of wind and sun shining more days than not, West Texas is a hot commodity for energy. It has CBS 7's Brianna Gallegos trekking across Texas to see just how far our green energy can go.
She joins us now with a special report, Harnessing the Sun.
In the heart and soul of Georgetown, this building was the first building to be supplied by Georgetown's very first power plant, located just a few blocks from here. Now Georgetown is going to be the largest city in America to go 100% green in 2017.
300 miles due east of Odessa is the city of Georgetown. From the serene creek, a soft breeze blowing through the green trees, and the historic buildings, this city sits in a conservative county. In 1911, this building was built as a power plant to deliver electricity to the courthouse. The building went from burning coal and using fuel to a new, innovative source: wind and solar energy.
And now look at us. We've gone from this building in 1911 to what we're doing in 2017, which is leading the way in green energy in the state of Texas.
Dale Ross has been the mayor of Georgetown for 2 years, and ironically, he says the building we are standing in front of holds all the planning and contracts of Georgetown's future in electricity, which doesn't depend on oil and gas.
One of the beautiful things about this strategy is it's mitigating price volatility in the short term, and it's guaranteeing price certainty in the long term. If the folks in D.C. pass regulations on the fossil fuel people, that could increase costs. With wind and solar, what are they going to regulate?
Right now, 90% of Georgetown's energy comes from wind turbines located north of the Permian Basin. The other 10% will be generated in West Texas. Going 100% green means Georgetown will utilize energy generated by wind and sun only, but it doesn't stop there. Georgetown has a chance to bring in more money for the city. Energy not used will be sold,
plus some excess that will be also delivered to the market. That holds two values to that renewable energy. One, it's a non-polluting asset providing energy. It also doesn't require water that's so precious in Texas.
Back in West Texas, a solar plant 10 miles north of Fort Stockton is under construction. The last piece of the puzzle for Georgetown's new lifestyle. The solar plant is a 150 megawatt project just for Georgetown. Pecos County Executive Director of Economic Development, Doug May, has seen the process of the project from the start.
This is not something that's happened really quickly. I mean, 7 years ago, we worked very hard to become a CREZ designated area, which allowed for the expansion of transmission lines. We got an additional 1,000 megawatts of transmission into Pecos County as a result of the wind farms on the east side of the county.
Economic planners in Georgetown saw West Texas as the best option for their solar power source.
We have the natural resource. It's no different than oil and gas. When you look at a map, a solar map of the United States, the best solar energy in Texas is in West Texas.
That is why Pecos is one of the 5 counties in Texas designated as a competitive renewable zone, also known as CREZ. Approved in 2005 by Texas leaders, CREZ is a $7 million transmission-based project, which figures to have a dramatic impact on wind generation. The sites were placed strategically to capture the most natural above-ground resources, the sunniest and windiest part of the state. But can West Texas ever go 100% green like Georgetown?
It will take some time before most communities and most government leaders, decide to make that leap. I don't anticipate anyone in West Texas doing that in the near future. Long term there may be a group that might do it. We're still very, in Fort Stockton and Pecos County the same way, we're big supporters of the oil and gas industry.
It has to make sense from a financial perspective to make this happen.
Because we've had a lot of people that have come off the oil and gas fields that we've been able to move in construction jobs on these solar farms. We anticipate oil and gas will probably come up sometime next year. Who knows? I don't have a crystal ball.
West Texas is no stranger to fluctuating oil and gas prices or job loss. But going green could help cities increase revenue.
The last month sales tax revenue was up 17%. We were the only city in the Permian Basin that saw an increase. A lot of that had to do with construction crews coming in here and building these projects. I mean, these huge multi-million dollar, I mean, these are $300, $400 million projects. There's a lot of people that work on these things. You've got 200, 300 construction workers.
Regardless of the source, West Texas will continue to be a key player in energy.
That was Brianna Gallegos reporting. The project has not been without its own issues. The company behind the plant in Fort Stockton has filed for bankruptcy.
However, Doug May said because the energy from the plant is already completely sold, it's just a waiting game to see who will pick up where the plant's parent company left off. It could mean delays, though, for turning on the power grid.
After